Hi all, let's see the reason why does the string variable remain unchanged even though it's a reference type. String is a reference type, but we cannot change value of string once we assigned a value. Let's see the reason with example. Let's create a string variable. Let's remove this string. Let's give us name. Let's assign as Peter. Let's print this name. Let's change this as before function calling. Let's remove these lines. Let's pass this name into function. Let's change this as string. Let's reassign the value of name as John. Let's remove this class. Let's execute and check. See, even after function calling, the name didn't change here. Here inside this function call, we modified the name. The modified value didn't reflect here. In our previous example, when we passing class object and modified that object inside function call, it reflected outside of the function also. Both string and class are reference type, but class object modified outside of the function, but string value not modified because string is immutable. Let's see a quick diagram to understand clearly how string works internally and why modified string value not reflected. A string is immutable. That means once we assigned a value, it cannot be changed. When you modify a string, a new object is created in memory and the variable start referring to the new object instead of changing the original one. That means the example which we already saw, here inside main function we created a string variable and assigned as Peter. Note, string is a reference type, so actual values are stored in heap memory and reference of that variable will maintain in stack memory. Now assume value Peter stored in the memory address 1000. So inside stack memory, reference of that variable name is pointed to 1000 now. And here we are calling the function and passing our string variable. After completed execution of this first line, what will happen means the new variable created in the name, and here the copy of the reference will pass. Note, string is a reference type, so copy of the reference only will pass, and that created new variable will also pointed to the same address 1000. So reference of the change value method also pointed to the same address 1000 now. And inside the next line we modified the string variable. So what will happen here means inside heap memory a new address will create. Let's assume as 2000 and store that value John in that new memory address. Now the name variable inside change value method will point to the new address 2000, and the name variable inside the main function is pointed to the memory address 1000, so that the modified value is not reflecting here because both memory addresses are different. And also if we modify the name variable again inside change value method or main method, a new reference will create in heap memory and the name variable will also point to that new reference. So whenever we modify a string, a new object is created in memory and the variable start referring to the new object instead of changing the original one. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel.